The following segment is sponsored by NORTHSTAR Financial and Retirement Planning.
If you are getting ready to retire or you're already retired, here's a question to consider. Financially speaking, what does a happy retirement look like to you? Joining us now are George FOSSING and Zach Jenkins. They're part of the team at NORTHSTAR Financial and Retirement Planning, a local area firm that focuses on preparing people for a successful retirement. George and Zach are also popular radio show hosts joining us now. Good morning to you both.
Morning, Margaret. Good morning.
You've been helping people retire for many years. So what does a happy retirement look like for your clients based on your professional insight?
Well, I've been helping folks for get to and through retirement for about 25 years, Margaret. So it's been a blessing. It's really been a lot of fun. It's a great journey. And what I've seen over the years, it really comes down to, actually just looking at your risk and addressing it. Not that things are going to happen to you, but just being ready for it. People we get to work with have been supporting their families over the years, helping them get through things. You want to continue to do that, not be a burden to your family or have to worry about outliving your money, things like that. So really taking the time, and I believe, it's a more complicated world out there. There's more risks than ever before, and to address them, at least talk about them and have a contingency plan if something was to happen to you and your family. It's a great starting point.
And a happy retirement is something you expect everybody to be geared towards, but what is holding people back? Why doesn't everybody have that happy retirement set up for themselves?
Well, there's an old riddle. I'll test you with this one, Margaret. What nation has the largest retirement population? Procrastination.
Procrastination, you got me.
So, unfortunately, we're all guilty of it, putting things off and not taking the time to get in front of these things and address what you need to know. And again, we've all heard this as well. You don't know what you don't know. And unfortunately, a lot of people find out for the first time when they go through it. And at that point, many times it's too late. Healthcare costs, long-term care planning, maybe having too much risk in the stock market. We're seeing a lot of that right now. People are coming in. A lot of viewers have been giving us calls saying, hey, can you take a look at our portfolio? We're getting worried. And you want to be in front of that.
Yep. Well, tell us then, how does a pre-retiree start down the right path, and where can it all lead?
Well, it's not just pre-retirees. It's also people that have maybe retired just in the last 5 to 10 years. We actually had a gentleman call from our radio show last week from the Boiling Springs area. And he said, hey, I've been listening to you guys for several years. And I just told myself I finally need to call. I just need to do this.
We get a lot of that.
Yeah. So, what can that look like? Well, I return the question with, what is it you're trying to achieve? It's, not having to worry about market volatility. It's reducing taxes on your retirement funds during retirement so that you get to enjoy more of what you work for and not pay the government, more than you necessarily have to. And as George just alluded to, it's other stuff too you've got to take into account, long-term care costs and reducing taxes on Social Security and Medicare.
No more procrastination then. So before we go, what other words of wisdom do you want to share about retirement planning in this day and age?
Well, it's gotten a lot more, there's a lot more risk out there. Our parents and grandparents, remember the days of 6, 7, 8, even 14% rates of CDs. So you have zero risk, the money can take off the interest off of it and live a happy life. You can't do that anymore. You have to look at other safe measures of way to get the job done. Unfortunately, we're seeing people way too much risk out there right now. We got a little dose of it in the past week or so where the markets got kind of weird. But let's be in front of that, folks. You want to really understand, look at the safe money alternatives and don't take more risk than you have to, because you invite yourself for some problems down the road. You don't want to do that.
Well, thank you for always telling us what to look out for down the road. You can have these great conversations with us, and we really appreciate that. Thank you so much, George and Zach.
My pleasure. Appreciate it.
And for those of you at home, if you're currently retired or getting close to retirement, would like to learn more about how you could potentially reduce your future taxes as well as help to protect and grow your hard-earned savings and investments, NORTHSTAR Financial has a great offer for you. Right now until November 28th, they're offering a complimentary, no-obligation retirement and investment report. The report will include potential tax savings opportunities and ways to reduce the effects of market volatility on your portfolio. Their team will schedule a phone call, video call, or future in-office meeting so they can speak with you personally and provide you with a roadmap going forward. The number to call now, 309-8146.